Vitinota.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. The house that Mr. Palmer built, Bay Hill Club and Lodge, nestled in the heart of Orlando, Florida. This course plays host to one of the great tournaments on the PGA Tour schedule, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo here today, bringing you all the action from today's round at Bay Hill. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in on our featured golfer here at the first. Frank, it's a different feeling on the first tee on a weekend, third round of a championship like this than, say, on the first round, isn't it?
You know you've got the grips of the golf course. You know the holes that are birdiable out there. More importantly, too, you know how well you're playing. It's all in front of you. Sport, especially like this at the highest level.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie try again here today. Well, that wasn't a gimme, but he sure made it look easy. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
His momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
this, birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and yep, good thing too. He's actually putting well.
Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo back at the fourth hole here at Bay Hill. This is the first par 5 on the golf course.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Play ball!
Just pulverized that golf.
Golf ball. Something here towards to be here. Fantastic four. Marvin.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. And now the second shot here at this par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's that sneaky distance.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but they'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. In the hole for birdie. Fifth hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Nothing to argue about there. Right in the fairway. Frank, nice to have a short iron into a par 4 here at Bay Hill, but still no guarantee that you'll make the birdie or even par.
But a reward for a good one, exactly the way you've described it. This is one hole that's a swing hole. Hit a good shot in here, you're going to have inside 10, 15 feet for a birdie. Make a mistake, then all of a sudden you're scratching your head. How did I make 5?
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, talk to us about the 6th hole.
I don't want to. It's too difficult.
Why not?
It's too hard. It's too difficult. John Daly made 18.
But that's not such a bad score. If you break it down, that's
Break it down for one hole. It
3
broke him
pars
down.
and an eagle. Always so nice, Frank, when that gleaming white golf ball is sitting up on those emerald fairways, the way this one is.
The game almost appears easy when one is playing their second shot from the middle of the fairway. and you quickly forget how difficult it can be. You look left or right, game becomes much harder.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So close. And you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Made the green. Trying to get out of here without too many bumps and bruises. This one is for bogey.
In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle. Rich, it's not all gone. This is where you can pick yourself off the canvas. Start to string together 1 or 2 good shots in a row.
Wipe away all the negative thoughts from the bad start and just try to focus on what's in front of you.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Locked in on the read and the speed. In the hole for a birdie. Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 90 yards carries it.
Golf ball.
Yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Drop the humor torch and my girl B Lost and it's got the mo. She flames on too with the power of the cosmos.
chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Just a couple of feet. He's made it. Just a perfect springtime day here in Orlando, Florida. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, how do you get off to the perfect start on this second 9 here?
One of the few holes here that actually moves to the right, so a little cut off those two bunkers. Either that, or if you can fly the ball 280, 285, you can take it over the right, or just an iron.
Frank, the approach shot here to the par 4 10. Decent chance for a birdie with a good shot.
It is really all about distance control. There's 4 different sections here at 10, but if you've got the right club in your hand, then you are looking directly at the flag.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right, they always catch the stray tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Well, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
All right, Eagle.
What a display of shot making.
That's this, bro.
The incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Great shot to get the birdie. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is going to be very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around the screen.
Lame on! Golf ball. Took the Human Torch and my girl, we lost, let's get them over.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Settles in over the putt. Stroke that with authority. Now to the par 5 12th. Frank, how good of a scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get a par 5 at Bay Hill, got to take advantage of it.
Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Appears to be tracking well.
All right, eagle. Let's get it. Let's go. That was close. Oh.
Place right next to the hole. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Frank, I like a good par 3 over 200 yards, requiring that one good clean strike. And here's a good case in point, 216 yards, all you want.
Yeah, bunkered at the back, bunkered to the left side, a little collection area to the right. So really, in the end, you've got one choice. That's hit your best.
Didn't hit it in there tight, but still with a good chance.
Yeah, if that's his worst shot at the end of the day, then I still think he's played well.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. At the 15th hole now at Bay Hill, this is a massive dogleg, Frank.
Yeah, if you're a Bubba Watson type player and you can move the ball around, you can move it left to right, that'll certainly help the tee shot. If you're average Joe, though, just hit it down the left. Take your medicine.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Don't leave it short. Wow. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. The Bay Hill Club & Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. Shot which comes
Shot the human touch from ago. We lost this, got them off.
It's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill.
Fais-moi encore.
Nicely played there. About 310 yards down the fairway.
Second shot. This is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. This is an eagle putt. Soaring high and diving in the cup. That's an eagle. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly
There's
short
where you go.
because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short ride, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man. He's made it. Frank, how'd you like to be a rookie? You're going up against, at the time, the greatest player in the game, the great white shark, Greg Norman, and you hole a 7-iron to win a tournament?
Well, all you had to do was look at the expression on Norman's face. That ball landed and went in.
What do you
Flame on!
7-iron.
Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch and my girl B Lawson. Got them all.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Appears to be what they call a commercial
Eagle! That was close
way
though.
to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Trying to make yet another birdie. Good putt. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
Naruto over and out. And also, today is December 28th, 2019. Shout out to 1 week and 1 day ago, the movies Cast a Musical and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker coming out 1 week and 1 day ago, on December 20th, 2019. The movies are both amazing, exciting, pretty fresh, and perfect. So yes, shout out to that. And also, today's the last Saturday of the year 2019. Oh yes, and Star Wars on Disney Plus. Shout out to that too. Disney Plus has movies on there like Captain Marvel, my girl Brie Larson, and Avengers Endgame. Brie Larson's also on that too. On Disney Channel shows, Disney Channel original movies, of the House of Musical trilogy, House of Musical, House of Musical 2, House of Musical 3, the House of Musical trio. It's perfect. So shout out to that. Disney Plus is perfect. So shout out to that. And also, today's the last Saturday of 2019. Shout out to that also. Next week, 2020. Next week, the next year, 2020. That sounds amazing to say. It is amazing to say. It was amazing to say. And next Tuesday, December 31st, 2019. Next Wednesday, January 1st, 2020. It's amazing. Next Wednesday is January 1st, 2020. So, yes. Shout out to all that also. It's amazing, exciting, pretty fresh. And I'm excited for it. So, it's going to be perfect. And so, yes, I just want to thank Nas that. And it's BT Naruto. Over and out.